opened up for.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
That was a stretch even by my standards.
Yeah, that's a massive stretch.
Mm-hmm.
It's a painful stretch, is what it is.
Oh, it was funny.
Debatable.
It's funny. It's funny how bad it was. We'll put it that way. The
Right.
situation was funny. The joke wasn't.
I have a question. Are you guys recapping, or am I going to recap for the sake of your own sanity?
I mean, it hasn't been that long since we played Spelljammer.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
guys are
2
recapping.
weeks.
I think between the two of us, we can recap it. Let me actually figure out what my alternate character's name was, so I can recap a little better about him.
Valorous.
I'm just on bunkers right now. Valorous Dent.
Valorous.
Valorous Dent, Mirel Aschenbach, and not Dea Songbird.
Yep.
You want my false name?
What the name you gave me?
The name I gave you is Lyra the Gale Song.
Lyra Gale Song. There we go. What was Ashton-Bark's first name? You said it, but I don't remember.
Mirel.
Okay. I just wanted to write those in my notes, so I'd have them for later. All right, let's go back to Bonkers, because he's the one I actually will probably need today. I was going to say that, but realistically, the other guy's interesting. I'll probably need Bonkers today. So, previously on Spelljammer, we found ourselves wifting? That's not even a word. Why did I go there? Entering some sort of portal dimensional.
Were you going with whisked away?
I think so. Whisked away. Into a sort of alternate reality for us, where we, the players, found ourselves playing new interesting characters and viewing through their minds and through their eyes a small portion of where we were heading in the, I keep wanting to say Blooming Grove, but the Grove that remembers, I think, is the name.
Yes.
We played as Valorous Dent, Mirel Aschenbach, and Lyra Galesong, as we went through a sort of exploration of the potential time loop that was there, possible false selves, and a few monsters and a few mayhem situations as we fought
some approaching necrophilia.
Yep, that too. I was trying to forget that part. As we went through this
people.
A labyrinth of caves and vines and roots and water, eventually finding our way fighting against some sort of demonic entity, best we could tell, probably a part of the grove. Something that controls it, something that grows it, something that lives there maybe, and corrupts it. But in the middle of this fight, while we were doing well against them, we did find ourselves quickly shunted back from that point of view back into our own player characters, as we woke up on the ship with the characters themselves, Bonkers, Bonnie, Talia, the likes, all having no memory of what had just happened, but just this kind of strange feeling. A little bit of, what's the word I'm looking for? Like when you have a lingering thought or feeling that you can't quite place. A sense of, just a strange sense of something there. And that's where we start our current session.
We did. I will just add that Bonnie woke up with a vine-bound relic, the hard feather of Aelithra, in her grasp, and she tossed it to Bonkers just for the shits and giggles, and we put it in the hollow suit for safekeeping.
Because Moolah was going to destroy it.
Yeah, but we sent it instead to just isolation for observation.
Yeah.
Some fast thinking by Bonkers, which is one of the things he's good at, being fast.
One of the two things.
3, but yes. No.
Yeah.
So yeah, we put it in the Hollow Suite. Per Mular's instructions, I believe. He said to put them in there, and he could create sort of an isolation chamber for it. So I think that's exactly where we're waking up, is we're just placing it in there and letting Mular isolate it so that we could observe it, because we just woke up to this random thing appearing in Bonnie's hands, and we're like, that's feels weird.
Yes.
So, that it just you just woke up with that, Bonnie? Like, woke up like 3 minutes ago, and there was a thing in your hand.
As you look over to Bonnie, you will see that her body is a little bit more muscular, and her fur is a little more matted than you are used to. Oh, why? Yes, it was just in my hands. I remember passing out on the chair after me and Talia had our nights out, and because there was a certain Cassius in bed with Miss July, and I didn't want to temper their fun.
Man, it's just like all the other ships.
Godless whorehouse?
I mean, yeah, but like, you don't have to put it that way. Just yeah. I don't care that much.
Actually, I don't think we can call it a godless whorehouse, and I will side-eye Talia.
Oh yeah, because Talia is a god. She will side-eye you back in the most snake-eyed fashion. Her eyes will... Do you know how certain creatures, they flick their eyelids? Mm-hmm. Talia does it with her snake eyes.
Okay, so...
I imagine she just blinks sideways.
Yeah. She blinks that way, then she blinks that way.
Also, seeing as I am supposedly a cleric, there is always some god in my fornification.
That's a weird statement. There's always some god in my fornification. Isn't there in everyone's if you're doing it right?
Or something?
I don't know what he likes. Maybe he's a chuck.
You could, I mean...
I doubt it.
Can't you guys do scrying or something? You're a cleric. Clerics do scrying stuff, right? I think.
That's classist.
Mular, do you have that interesting thing contained?
Affirmative.
What's the ETA to the...
some kind of temporal anomaly.
Okay. Temporal anomaly.
Funnily enough, I have the scrying spell prepared.
It will take time to analyze further.
Okay.
For now, it is contained.
Let us know... That's good. Let us know when you've analyzed it and have at least some information for us, but I know that it'll take some time.
Affirmative. I have received a parcel from the Nocturnans for our journey.
That's good. What's that contain?
A way by which to enter the root system. Further explanation will follow when we require the use of the item.
No, that works. What's our ETA to arrival?
ETA for arrival at root point, approximately 3 hours.
Okay, perfect. So, Bonnie, breakfast on the way? We're almost there. We should start making preparations for landing.
Yeah, we should probably get breakfast.
As a reminder, as I know it has... Karen.
Oh, I'll go get coffee on. We'll figure something out. I'll have Diranor start some breakfast preparations, and I'll get the coffee going.
As a point of reminder, since it has been a while since we actually touched this quest chain, though, this is the plea you are answering. And this is the dossier that has been given to you by the Nocturnans. The best of Ozar, particularly.
So we're looking for the Hollow Root Cathedral.
Right, so, and I will, as I sit down for breakfast, I will have a brief look over the mission.
Yeah, I am also doing the same while I am. I think Bonkers is more of a walking and reading kind, so he's probably pouring his coffee just fully like automated in the back of his mind while he's reading over this dossier on his hollow. I can't remember what they're called, the little hollow wrist things.
Now and again, as you pace back and forth, you will feel Bonnie's eyes on you.
This is not abnormal.
No, it's not.
There we go, hollow band. I was like, I knew they had a cool name. It's been 3 years since we played this game.
Not quite, but it feels close to.
I know. Hyperbole and all.
Yes, no, I agree with you.
It's been a couple of months, though, since we've seriously delved into this.
Yeah, I know, because you had your aside.
Yeah.
Oh, great, they're a hive mind people.
Why am I worried that you're excited by that as a concept?
Right. Maybe I should prepare that for today.
Is there anything you specifically like to do in the next couple of hours?
Bonnie will just look over her prepared spells.
That's fair. I think I'll have a brief conversation with Bonnie and just check in. Hey, you're looking a little rough around the edges. You sleep all right last night?
As well as you can sleep.
Or were you partying too hard?
I mean, it was. I wouldn't say I had a restful sleep, but you know, it's not the worst I've had.
Huh. That's fair. I just know you look little. I don't want to. How's a polite way to put this?
You can be as blunt as you want.
You look like you didn't sleep great last night. That's all I'm going to say. It's not like it's awful or anything. It's just a little rough around the corners. Maybe take a couple minutes to freshen up, see if you feel better before we land.
Well, you know what? I will go and see if I can do that. She says with a slight tinge of venom on her tongue.
I mean, to be fair, 100% called for, or at least understood. Yep, no, just trying to be helpful. I don't know.
Weird.
Do you want more coffee?
I have left.
Oh, in like 1 second?
Yes, I'm really fast.
Right,
no, I don't need more coffee for now. Thank you very much.
Okay.
And
If
you will see. You will just see. I like to picture that the holo clock is just a list of my spells, and I'm going through them.
That feels right for a cleric of this level.
Moving anything helpful to Bob.
I was sure that clerics could cast blight, but no. I can't.
Maybe not blight. Your type of cleric.
That's a choice.
No.
Hattie has blight.
Yeah, no. Seeing as we are going to a place with plant creatures, blight is a very useful spell.
Why do you not have blight? Unless it is just a Grave Cleric spell.
It's not it's more of a druid spell than anything.
No, Hattie has Blight.
Yes.
But
I
Hattie's
think
also a
it
Grave
is.
Cleric around killing things.
Yes, I think I'm a light cleric, so it makes sense not to have blight. If it's not a spell that all clerics get, which it apparently isn't.
Yeah, I'm checking which. I'm curious now. Oh, because it's necrotic. Yeah, that would explain why they get it. Clerics, Grave Domain, Blood Domain, Death Domain are the only 3 clerics that get it. Otherwise, there's a lot of druids that get them.
Okay.
It's originally like a druid spell. So.
Yeah, it makes sense for druids.
Sorcerers get it as well, so do warlocks and wizards, and artificers, and illriggers.
Okay, so everyone but me.
Everyone but you, yeah.
Everyone but Bonnie.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's not just light clerics; it's just Bonnie.
Quick insect play, you know, that's something worthwhile towards plants.
I think Bonkers is going to go back to his quarters after coffee and spend the time.
To be fair,
together.
All my things are fire-based, so I think I burn plants fairly well.
You're probably fairly well set as far as we can guess.
Yes.
Bonkers is going to go back and just continue, probably pulling Hero Blade Hercule aside and working on making some basic reloading, making a few new rounds of ammunition for his rifle. Just for flavor. I know we aren't really tracking that, but just for flavor. As we round out the last couple of hours of our journey. Just final preparations. What are our other characters doing right now? What do you think, Lars?
I think it's been a while since Miss July has summoned a mighty steed. My artificer, which you stole his name, is working on whatever he's working on. I can't, with good hope, learn how Hero Blade Arcane works. It is so complicated. It is so much.
And here you want to play an artificer in your next game.
Yes, that's why I want to play it from level 1 and not from level 16. It gives me time to learn it.
That's fair. It'd be like being thrown into a level 16. Well, wizards are actually more straightforward than you would think, but
no, artificer is
like, cool, complicated.
Yeah, artificer are exceedingly hard to just jump into.
I can imagine.
Right, I have to roll a D3 for this.
For your lycanthropy for the day?
No,
to see if you can
my steed.
Okay.
Christine summons a fiend. A fiend ox. This time of the day, and tends to its needs. She will do it on the deck and not in the bedroom.
I mean, I'm kind of glad about that.
Yes. I mean, I know I'm a minotaur, but...
Here's the fiend one.
Yes. Yes, it is. It's magnificent. Aaron will just go around, do his thing, try to be helpful, everyone ignoring him.
I don't know.
The usual things.
Yep.
You will hear the play of instruments.
Okay. How about Cassius and Malkin?
So, yeah, Cassius, I think, is going to be prepping for landing, getting like the areas clean, cleaning his personal areas as well as I don't know what his responsibilities are on the ship.
Alex,
I can't remember.
Why does Aaron have Frostblade Genesis?
I don't know.
You're the one that leveled him up.
I don't know. Keep going and I'll figure it out. Sorry, Travis, keep going.
Yeah, that's fine. And so yeah, Cassius is just going to be working on prepping the ship itself, getting everything ready, making sure that the landing craft are in working order, making sure the all the medical bays and stuff like that are clean. He is not the cleric in charge of healing, but he is adjacent to that, so he helps around. No real personal projects for him at the moment, just kind of basic ship stuff. And then the other one I had was Vin Argo, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And I don't know enough about her actually to. Oh, and Jeffrey DeBalbeck.
Yes.
Did I have 3 characters now, or did?
Yes.
I need to take over Vin Argo.
No.
Okay, so I did have 3 characters.
If I need to have 3 characters, you need 3 characters as well.
That's fair. I just didn't remember.
I took over Malkin, and you took over Vinago from.
Okay. Give me 1 second here. I'm just getting their sheets open, so I have all of them here. So I have been Argo, and where's DeBalbeck? There's Jeffrey DeBalbeck. So Jeffrey will be prepping. I think probably he strikes me more of as a prepping quietly in his room kind of guy. So nobody would necessarily see this, but you assume he's probably making preparations for the landing as well, in case he is on the landing squad, as nobody has announced that yet. So he's getting together his gear, he's cleaning up his sword, double checking to make sure it lights on fire properly, and that his magician's judge is clean as well. Just getting everything ready for a shock and awe landing if he needs to be involved in that. Prepping his spells, which I believe I don't actually have access to prep his spells, but they're pretty good anyway. They're pretty well set up for the way he would want them. Whereas Vin, as a ranger, actually is doing much the same. She, I think, is probably sitting at the coffee table in the main entrance, in the main sitting area, poring over the dossier that we received, trying to get any more information she could out of it. And just discussing that. I think she'd be discussing that with Bonkers, weirdly enough. The details of the dossier. Trying to figure out exactly where everybody... Like, we know that we're expected to land in a few places, like we're looking for the Hollow Root Cathedral, but just discussing what they could be expecting there. So there's just a conversation going back and forth between the two of them going, well, I mean, I don't know what we're gonna find at the cathedral, but obviously cathedrals generally are, big, sprawling, maybe underground networks, right? Yes, I think that's about the gist of it. A lot of the times cathedrals have hidden passages in them as well, so we need to be on the lookout for that. If this is such a plant-based area, there could be roots coming through, or roots having hidden passages themselves. I don't know what we could encounter, but I'm gonna guess a lot of things are plant-based there from the names and the details that we're getting here. Yeah, no, that would make sense. It's actually weirdly a lot like home, so plants might kill you. Totally got it. I'm not sure you're really taking the seriousness of this to a good degree. That's kind of normal. You're not used to that already? I'm serious. Just I talk lightly. That's what I do. You always were like that. I guess that makes sense. So.
Yep. Okay. Lars, in answer to your question, I have no idea. I've removed it.
Yeah, because that is a feat specifically designed for Belladonna.
Yeah, I know. It must have been a misclick, to be honest with you. There's no way I would have added that for a valid reason.
No.
It just makes no sense. It's a feat that there's no way he should have, and I don't know why he has. So
yes, and also it is not his style, even remotely.
No, it's really nothing to do with what he does. So
no.
I've got to find the right bit. They're getting there. Yes. On deck, Moolah will bring out a small crystallized sap spore pod and place it at the helm, whatever we class as the helm. I've never really figured that out. It'll be in his observatory. Across the ship, wherever you are, do you want to be on deck, do you want to be below deck, or are you just milling about normally and accepting that travel's going to happen?
Well, we are accepting
things.
We are accepting things. We are accepting the things are happening, but I like to think as we get closer, people will stand on deck ready to do their jobs.
Okay.
Yeah.
The hollow bloom, which is the thing you just pulled out, pulses once it's lowered into the heart of the ship. Golden soft light filtering across the deck, breathing in time with the Spelljammer's core, which is of course Moolah. At first nothing happens, then something shifts. The helm shudders. Not in metal in motion, but in memory. A cradle of glowing spores, a forest humming with the voice of 1,000 ancestors. Then a scream, swallowed by silence. Moolah will begin to speak. Crew, please direct cognitive attention to the following pre-drum schema. A lack of comprehension will not inhibit the transmission, though ignorance may induce unnecessary panic and death. I will proceed anyway. Root space is a non-linear, partially psychic extra-dimensional substrate formed from the residual echo patterns of the ancient planetary neural systems, specifically those constructed by the spore-conscious civilizations with distributed cognitive architectures, such as Tunaloft choirs. It is the nature is both spatial and mnemonic, a topology of stored memory rather than position. He's deliberately overcomplicating it.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike conventional space defined by baryonic vectors and gravitational scaffolds, root space exists as a somatic curvature field wherein thought, recollection, and trauma exert... What are you doing?
No, I just had to use my final speech, so I know it's used.
Exert more navigational influence than velocity or mass. Attempting to map it using Newtonian reference points would be akin to measuring a screen with a ruler. You may imagine root space as a vacuolar network of dormant thoughts, neuronal mycelia bridging one living biosphere to the psychic echo of their creators. These threads, roots, ley lines, are not mere conduits, but memory-anchored resonance gradients that target compatible minds, particularly those bearing ancestral or psionic imprints. This is hardly even me to read. Movement through root space is therefore not powered by thrust or warp field, but by attunement to inherited emotional vectors stored in this structure. You're not piloting, we are aligning. The hollow bloom is a crystalline spore derived from the collapsed choir node, specifically engineered to house and preserve dormant echo signatures of psionic resonance. It is not merely a key, it is a substitute memory organ, a synthetic limb of a planetary cognition that root space network still recognizes as kin. When we inserted it into the psionic array, the hollow bloom functions as a mnemonic synchronizer. It establishes a transpsionic handshake protocol with nearest root space filaments mimicking native choir patterns. Put simply, for you, root space will not open to you unless it believes you are a memory. The hollow bloom deceives the system. Attempts to enter root space without authorized psionic bloom or via attunement magic means results in neurostatic rejection. Common symptoms include complete molecular defragmentation, recursive death states, and emotional bleeding into alternate timelines. This is suboptimal. The bloom is single use. Once activated, it will collapse into the root space and be consumed. This vessel is rated for partial root space travel due to an embedded Arbiter class helm and sub-soul shunt capacitors. I will pilot. You will survive, unless you resist. Do not resist. This concludes your required comprehension interval. Please resume mortal uncertainty until contact is achieved.
Ah, I was going to do that anyway, but thank you.
It's like his disclosure agreement.
So if anybody didn't catch that, weirdly, I understood most of it. It's basically the Feywild but memories. So it's super weird, and just don't worry about it.
Uh-huh. Sure.
No, like 80% of that is like the same. Yeah, it feels like home. Except for, again, it's a little bit echo memory instead of being emotionally driven like the Feywild
We are
is.
not being turned into part of the hive mind on failed descent.
I mean, maybe, but like, that's a risk you gotta take just about anywhere.
I think there's very few places that classify as a hive mind. I mean, you say few spaces, but in the vastness of the galactical possibilities, there's no limit to anything really. So there's probably a few million places like this, but still.
I know what you mean. It's proportionally, it's not every single one is a hive mind, but you do always risk getting sucked into the local culture, politics, and whatever. I mean, we literally did that with Nocturnus. We're sucked into their politics, and now we're basically part of the planet. Isn't that not the same thing?
I mean,
maybe not exactly, but like, kind of.
Why, Lars?
I had claws.
Why?
Because I needed some cream for my hand.
The stars ripple, threads of fungal light weave through space itself, forming a gossamer web in front of the bow of the ship. The hollow bloom stretches open, not blooming, but remembering. A tear in the void widens like a yawning root mouth, opening just wide enough to swallow the ship.
Ah.
Man, if Talia was here, she would like this. It's like we're landing on the roots of Yggdrasil.
She seems to be hibernating a lot. Is that like a snake thing? Is it that time of the year?
I think it's just an old person thing.
Oh, yeah, right.
She is like 20,000 years old or something. Like, she sleeps sometimes. That's normal, isn't it?
I mean, she sleeps a lot these days.
We have a saying on the Feywild that's you can sleep when you're dead. That's why we party all the time, because eventually we'll be dead and then we can sleep.
Yeah, but
Talia doesn't get to that second part, so she just has to sleep all the time anyway, right?
So what you're saying, in your culture, she is already dead since she's sleeping so much.
No, she's immune to death, and therefore she has to sleep to make up for it.
I don't think anything is immune to death.
I don't know. I'd put my money on Talia, if anything.
Also, have you been trying on your new jackets?
I mean, a little bit, yeah. Obviously, just playing around with things. That red one's really, really interesting, but I think we're going to save that for certain occasions. I'm going to stick with the new upgraded jacket and just the basics while we're out here. So, yeah, I am wearing it right now. Thank you for noticing.
It looks dashing on you.
Thank you. You're looking much better and much happier as well, so I apologize for being a little...
Nothing that's approximately half a kilo of makeup can do.
Ooh. That bad of a hair day?
That bad of an everything day.
Ugh. Well, I'm sorry to hear it, but let me know if you need any help or anything, alright?
The moment
Don't take this as a slight, but...
Take it as a slight.
I don't necessarily see you doing my makeup.
Oh, no, I didn't mean with, like, makeup, just, like, life in general. I'm not good at makeup, but I can still help with that if you want me to. Just, I won't be much help. Just in general, though, like, I'm here to help.
Right. I think I'm hearing a child die outside.
Good.
What?
You know when children just scream obnoxiously loud?
For no real reason.
For no real reason. And you have to scream... You have to scream fairly loud for me to hear it up at 12th floor. So yes, my biggest guess is they're dying.
Far enough away that it's not your problem, though.
Yes. Yes, it is.
I saw a map change as I'm reading over the dossier still.
We are currently on a loading screen.
Yes, basically. The moment your ship crosses the petal-thin threshold of the lay tier, the stars vanish. You're suspected in a tunnel woven from luminous root veins, each the size of mountains.
Suspected?
What? You're suspended.
Suspended?
I'm sorry. Suspended. I'm sorry. Each the size of mountains, yet pulsing like capillaries. The internal curves with no end in sight, organic impossible, dreamed into being. Along the walls stretch spore filaments, switching with residual thoughts. Faces drift just beyond recognition, shadows of memories that never belonged to you, pressed like fossilized echoes in glowing amber. Glowing mycelial lattices spider across the space, occasionally blinking with bioluminescent Morse, conversations lost between worlds. A cold harmony hums through the hull. You're not yet passing through space. You're moving through a planetary mind that's trying to remember itself. Then a pulse. It ripples down the root thread. Light bends, songs break. For an instant, you see a different tunnel splitting off. A hollow spiral lined with black crystal teeth. You feel it watching. The hollow bloom clenches. And just like that, the fork vanishes. The memory is gone. You're falling forward again, toward light. Everyone make a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh, my favorite. Oh, actually, never mind. I have proficiency in that.
Bonnie. 22 for Christine.
Ooh.
14 from Aaron, and the others don't get to do anything because I don't care about them.
Bonker's got a 9. Vinargo's not rolling.
I love how invested you are, Lars. Don't get anything, so I don't care about them.
I mean, I can roll for Harkonnen too if you really want to,
No,
but
I'm not that invested.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I rolled for the people I'm going to use this session.
Vin also got a 9. And let's roll Jeffrey. He has a +0. This is going to go amazing. Bonkers had good numbers. He had to roll like the worst.
Suddenly I'm not so ashamed about my 14.
No.
Oh, I spelled his name wrong. Whatever. Jewelry.
Jewelry. That's when he goes and what?
They all briefly disassociate. And they see...
Okay. Bonkers failing this roll makes a lot more sense now.
Aaron sees a beautiful woman and a beautiful man on a cliff edge as the woman throws him off the edge.
Throws the man off the edge?
Yes,
or
throws the man off the edge.
Okay.
I'll get through all of them and then I'll tell you what happens after that. Bonkers sees a... Oddly, I'm going to go thematic on this one. Sees a carnival with a carousel of going around and around and around until the sound of crunching bones and the carousel stops weeping with the blood.
Huh.
Vin Argo sees a woman being turned into some hideous creature, her beauty being distorted by roots, teeth, and wings. Who else am I missing? Jeffrey? Jeffrey sees a black hole consuming universes. Every single one of these images leaves an emotional aftertaste. Unpleasant. Not harmful, but concerning and unnerving.
Can my aftertaste be cotton candy?
No, it's aniseed.
Also pretty good.
Okay.
I love how this was a dissociation saving throw.
And Bonkers failed it, of course.
Oh yeah, 100%.
We have achieved mnemonic insertion. Welcome to root space. Please refrain from panic. You are not hallucinating. Reality is simply no longer an objective. Isn't that fun?
Hey, it's just another Tuesday for me, but
demonic?
yeah, mnemonic.
Mnemonic,
echoes.
not demonic.
Mnemonic, yeah. No, it means it's a little bit of an auditorial based, like, it's closest to sound waves, best I can tell. I don't think it actually is, or I'm not comprehending it right, which is both are possible.
I mean, that's certainly better than demonic.
Yeah, no, that was my first thought too. Is I was like, demonic. Oh no, mnemonic. Talking about.
Oh, right.
I have a whole discourse about like root space and that. Do you want to hear it, or do you just want to go past it?
Let's hear it. If you wrote it, I want to hear it.
No. It's like a tour. So Hezway will say it's not going to be Moolah because she's the astrological buff.
Okay.
She says it with way too much enthusiasm, way too much intrigue. Considering the potential peril you're in, she's way too happy. The late air we pass through is not a portal, it's a mnemonic incision. It's localized space-time. A tear created from ancestral psionic frequencies.
I keep hearing demonic.
To accumulate density and puncture your own historical continuity. You're now inside it. Isn't this brilliant? Now the absence of stars. This is not obstruction, but it's the removal of stellar context. Root space does not recognize astrophysical constants as meaningful. It perceives only thought. You are, to be blunt, not in space. You're in a memory. God, this happiness hurts. Observe, and she'll continue to point around. The monumental vascular structures around you. What appears as the luminous root veins are in fact psionically calcified neural strata. Construct formed from the planetary subconscious of the Prime, fossilized in the act of remembrance. I can carry on or I can stop.
I like to hear you this happy.
Okay. These branching patterns you see... Carry on.
I'll give you a break.
Give me a break,
I'm going to say, while this is going on, Bonkers is going to be walking over and making a pour-over cup of coffee and bringing it back and handing it to her just so she has something else to not
fuel her excitement.
She will down it in one go and keep going.
Maybe calm her down, maybe keep her going, not sure, but he knows coffee helps him.
She's just so overly happy that she's seeing this, basically, at this point. The branching patterns you see, particularly those with bioluminescence activities, are components by the mycelium lattice, a planetary network of thought tissue, used to transmit emotion, knowledge, and ecological command. Each strand is both nerve and narrative, a functional axon loaded with unfinished stories. That morph-like blinking you're witnessing, and she'll do it really viciously in your face, in the lateral filaments, likely the last recorded thoughts of an elder node attempting to warn its kind of collapse. It's still transmitting. There's no one left to see it. And they're just beginning to... Those fossilized faces you see in the amber walls aren't hallucinations. They're stochastic mnemonic residuals. Data fragments of individuals that long died. Think of them as dreams of planets that refuse to forget. Under optimal conditions, psionic senses may access these. Caution, it probably shouldn't, because it usually induces emotive identity drift, where they don't know their own psyche and they become an echo. A notable side effect is usually screaming in extinct dialects. Wait, take a breath.
So this is like a memory network for existence almost. Is it tied to everywhere? Do we know, or is it?
It's tied to everywhere.
Like, how much of this
network
is documented?
Isn't it amazing? None of it's documented. No one's ever seen it. We've not been allowed in.
I feel like we should have taken the hard tether I got. Should we take that with us?
If we finish analyzing it, we could probably grab it, but I don't know if a few hours is enough time for Mular. It might be, but we'll see.
Nah, well.
He works fast.
No, well, there you continue.
You're currently passing through the theory. Her eyes will ignite every time you say continue, or you want her to carry on. A theoretical quiet taxonomy defines its fourth author mycelial conduit, a zone of active resonance where fungal cognitive channels remain auto-autonomous. In simple terms, the tunnel still thinks. The hum you feel vibrating through the hull is not noise.
That makes one of us.
It's biosonic signature, used by root space to interrogate emotional integrity. The lattice is determining whether you belong here. Don't lie to it.
Why would I lie to the memory of a planet?
Anomalous splits found. Observe filament type B, negative resonant fork. Crystal tooth architecture suggests echo predation or memory siphon construct. That sensation of being watched? Accurate. Possible bloom rejection even averted. Remain core stabilized. Excellent. Hypothesis. Spiral fork was fragmented on the descensional spiral. An anti-node cultic inference. Attempted to intercept root space travelers. Recommend future safeguards. Maybe some anti-psionics might be appropriate. We're now approaching the root space node. The hollow bloom will expire when we arrive. Take note. This will allow the planet to remember us, and maybe mourn us later.
Well, if you say so.
Isn't it amazing? She will grab
And
Bonkers and shake it. Isn't it amazing? Isn't it brilliant? As she writes with one hand.
No, it's really cool, actually.
I will pat her on her head.
She doesn't understand sarcasm.
I will still pat her.
Or falsehoods of emotion, so.
Bonkers is genuinely thinking this is actually rather interesting.
Your Spelljammer tears through the root space thread like a vine breaking old soil, dragged through light, through song, and through something that clings to memory but not in name. Then, gravity. The void gives way to green. Before you stretches Tunaloth Prime, not a world, but a living testament to things forgotten. Great bioluminescent forests, even from this area, pulse in slow rhythms across its surface, as though the planet breathes. Iridescent storm crowds spiral around fungal continents that bleed glowing sap into the oceans. One hemisphere gleams with health, the other has begun to crystallize, splitting like scar tissue, jagged, black, silent. The ship shudders as it hits atmosphere, not rough but resistant. The air pushes back as if trying to read you. Then you pass through layers of green fog and glimmering spores, each drifted mote like a thought left unspoken. Below, your destination rises from a mycelial sea, a floating island of twisted root structures, fungal towers, shimmering canopy lakes, a fractured blooming choir node once lived here, now it slumbers. The land is soft, but nothing greets you. I know. No birds, no rustle of beasts, no wind, just silence, and the slow, wet breath of the world beneath your boots, yet to be felt.
I love wet breath.
I know, it doesn't sound pleasant, does it? I want one of you to make a perception check, and one of you to make a nature/arcana. Pick your poison.
I'm checking all of my characters to see if anybody is good at it.
Oh, that's a nat 20 from Aaron.
For perception.
On perception.
None of my characters have anything but a +1 in any of those stats, so we're rolling nature for Bonkers. Is there a way I can get a little bit of an edge on this because Bonkers is from the Feywild and this feels at least somewhat familiar?
I'll guide you.
Okay. I still will go ahead and roll nature with Bonkers because it feels right. You said guidance?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll add a d4 to this. Well, it's a nat 19 for a total of 20 on Bonkers. And then we'll add the d4. Slash roll 1d4. So it's for a total of 23 from Bonkers on nature specifically was what I was rolling.
Bonkers, you recognize that the local biosphere is responding to your emotional state. The silence isn't emptiness, it almost feels afraid. However, looking around for perception, Aaron finds, in the distance, way off, the flicker of what looks like a nocturnum torch.
Oh, that's very interesting. I think I see a nocturnal torch over there. And he will point in the general direction.
I wonder if that's a marker, a waypoint for us on the way to the Hollowwood Cathedral, or something of that sort. Probably best to check it out, right?
Maybe it's like a beacon that tells us why this place was in distress in the first place.
Yeah, if it was left there, it's definitely for us, because you wouldn't find Nocturnal tech here by accident, I don't think.
Maybe it is world-remembered Nocturnus.
They've been around for a while. I could see the memories getting in here. Either way, why don't you guys, look alive a little bit? Everybody here is so tense and scared. The weird as it is to say it, the area could feel it, the roots here.
I mean, I'll play a happy little dude.
We're meant to be here.
For a dirty 20, Aaron is playing a tune to... a happy tune that tries to liven up the mood and place feel of this crew.
Does the mood of the nature shift a little bit?
Which emotion would you say he's displaying?
Aaron?
Yeah.
He is displaying confidence and happiness.
Joy.
Yes.
Bioluminescent spores outside the ship begin to bloom in dazzling patterns, attracting harmless dream moths. Your melee, you and nearby allies gain 1d6 temporary hit points and advantage on charisma saves for 10 minutes.
Very nice.
Look how beautiful they are.
Yes, I knew this was going to happen. I have emotional state tables.
See, I told you guys, like this... I told you, it's weirdly a lot like the Feywild, where you get what you put into it. At least, like I said, it's not exactly.
If I banish you here, you will end up here?
No. I don't know what'll happen if you banish me here. If you banish me anywhere else, I would end up home. I don't know what would happen here, because we're kind of outside of the normal realm of space.
Yes, we are,
we're not in wild space. We're
told we are outside of space in our own little pocket universe.
Yeah, you are in root space.
Yeah, essentially, I'm assuming it's a different plane of existence.
No.
But maybe different than that, even. I'm not really an expert.
Well,
it's kind of like a place that's been cornered off, but it's still in the same world. It's just very hard to... Do you know how in Mass Effect they have the gates that you need to go through, the relays you have to go through?
No.
You have to go through a portal to get to the place, but it's still part of the same place.
Okay. So it's like a half-plane difference.
Yeah.
It's here, but a little bit to the left, as, who is it that described things that way? Was it Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy? Like everything feels just a little bit to the left, or something like that, where it's the same, but not quite. It's just shifted off.
Sounds like Hitchhikers. For the sake of my sanity, which is swiftly dwindling...
We don't want that. We don't want your sanity.
Can you put the characters you wish to take with you inside the circle at the prow of the ship?
We're not on the ship. We're on the loading screen.
I know you are. I'm about to move you back to the ship.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, we're going to go ahead and...
I forgot that's Aaron now. They got a glow up.
Yes.
Where be bunkers?
Bunkers in the hollow suits.
The hollow suite still, yeah. There we go. Thank you.
currently outside of the ship.
Yep.
Because where else would he be?
So we're gonna. That's fair. You do chaos. Let's see. Who is this? Is that Vin? Because I wanted to bring Vin. But I could bring Jeffrey.
Jeffrey is in his sleeping quarters.
I think we're going to bring Jeffrey. I feel like, weirdly enough, he'll be a better fit for this than Vin would be, even though I really want to put Vin on this because she's an interesting character. Let's find Jeffrey.
In the sleeping quarters.
The sleeping quarters.
I'm pinging him.
My screen's lagging a little bit, sorry.
Bless you.
Thank you.
I can't focus ping, but I'm pinging you.
Please stop pinging for a second. There we go. I got it. It was you. I think the pinging was causing my computer to lag because it kept getting inputs and inputs and inputs. So that's why I was like, hang on, slow down for a second. I can't get there.
I shall forever ping you.
Thank you. We're bringing Jeffrey, and I'm bringing Jeffrey and Bonkers. Beyond that, I don't know what you guys want to do.
Ah, man. We don't need 6 people.
Yeah.
Aaron
Does that sound good to you guys?
Aaron will stand with Jeffrey. I feel like they're buddies.
Yeah, no, I'm not disagreeing with that one. They have a very similar vibe to them, don't they?
Yes, yes, they do.
Kind of like a weirdos, but in a wholesome way vibe.
Yeah.
Something like that. So those 5, I think, is who we're going to be bringing.
And your motivational speech.
Yep. No, I'm assuming that was just going to be.
I can hear that Lord Farquaad thing. Some of you may die, but it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
No, that's if Jeffrey de Balbec gave a motivational speech.
Actually, yeah, that's probably more on brand for him.
But I think with Bonkers, he's just going to take some time to explain with the Feywild and how the Feywild works, and encourage everybody to basically keep their emotions in check. Like, this is a powerful place. This is a place of memory. It's not exactly like the Feywild, so I don't know for sure how everything is going to be. But we can do this. We can just keep your wits about you. You guys are great. Everybody here has been a fantastic crew so far. I would say the weakest link is me, and you guys know I hold my own generally. But if anything, I'm the weak link here. You guys are all amazing, so we're going to get down there. We're going to find these people, and we're going to help them in whichever ways they need to. You guys are very capable of solving any weird problems that are thrown at us, which I imagine is going to definitely happen here. But we're bringing an assortment of the best, and we got the rest of the crew staying behind to come to our aid if necessary. So if we can do this, we're going to be amazing. And after a few minutes of introducing everybody to the basic concepts of the Feywild and rousing them motivationally, I will indeed use my motivational speech, or inspiring leader. So up to 6 allies gain, at this point, 21 temporary hit points. So everybody has 21 temp hit points. It would override the 6 that we got on landing. But you will have 21 temporary hit points.
Probably it takes more than 10 minutes to land anyway.
Yes.
Yeah, to be fair.
As you set foot down, the air seems saturated. Breathing it has strange effects you can't quite cognitize. Cognitize? You can't quite understand. Let's go with that. The sky is a muted grey-green, like storm clouds through ancient glass. Tiny points of bioluminescent bioluminescent pollen drift like distant stars, even in daylight. The ground itself is spongy fungal mats and root pathways, softly glowing beneath each footstep. Each lights up briefly as if reacting to your very presence itself.
If this is relevant, remember Bonkers is barefooted. He has wraps around his feet, but not boots.
It's very relevant because now Bonkers' feet are very wet and very marshy.
It feels like home. He's probably enjoying it somewhat, not exclusively, but it's a nice change.
It is a nice change. The moment your vessel settles amidst the whispering canopy, the forest exhales long and low like a breath of something ancient waking. Lush, oversized petals drift lazily through shafts of filtered starlight, each glowing faintly with bioluminescent pulse. The air is thick with perfume, cloying and too sweet, and beneath it the quiet, the terrifying quiet. No birds, no wind, no insects, just the trembling silence of a world holding its breath. All around, the trees bend with unnatural grace, their bark marked with runic scar tissue and crawling vines that resemble veins more than flora. In the distance, a skeletal spire of blackened wood coils towards the sky, covered in flowers that do not bloom but bleed. You've arrived at the edge of the hollow bloom's reach, the threshold between decaying life and something far older than death.
Here we are. Well, let's go ahead and, for starters, let's check out what this torch has left for us here. I'm assuming that's probably just a sign for a landing point of incursion. What do you make of that tower out there, Bonnie?
I don't really make anything out of it.
Flowers look like they're dripping, not necessarily... They look bright and colorful, but in a weird, drippy sort of way. I don't like it.
Look closer at it.
I shall maintain low orbit. Good luck.
Thank you.
Sounds good, Mular.
Right. What do you want me to look at?
Oh, no, I was just wondering what you made of the... There's this... Do you see it out there? Twonkers says, pointing to it. Big black tower, weird drippy flowers all wrapped up around it. It looks big. Could that be the cathedral we're looking for?
I mean, it could. The thing is, I haven't been landed long enough to make sense of anything.
Oh, right.
It takes more than a second to look at our surrounding.
I guess that's fair. I'm so used to everything being so weird from back home. This doesn't really... I keep forgetting that this is weird to everybody. Let me go ahead and check out this torch. I'll see what's going on. Why don't you guys take a minute to breathe, orient yourselves, and just remember to remember. All right. And Bonkers is going to head off over here to check out this this little glowing, what looks like I'm believing is the Nocturnan torch.
No.
No? Okay. Well, I'm checking out anyway.
Falling petals are like spirit memories, remnants of what died. You are looking at a spirit petal.
Interesting. So is it just sitting, like, hanging out of a... like, off of the edge of a plant? Just
Yes.
a single petal?
Yes, it seems to have fallen.
Oh, it's fallen and it's sitting on the ground.
Yes.
So, treating it with care, I am going to gently pick it up in my hands, and I guess think about it for a second, just focus on it and try to see if anything happens.
You get a memory flicker and disassociate oddly for a moment. Like, you see a
My superpower is ADHD!
plant creature holding a staff and wearing root-born robes, holding back dark creatures of shadows that seem to be coming from the forest itself before everything goes black. But the screams haunt on.
Right.
Gently back on the ground where it came from.
Bonkers, shouldn't we look for the Tumulukin?
Say that again? I don't think I understood.
The Tumulukin, the rootkin that seems to be the denizens of this plane.
Yeah, no, absolutely. The distress signal we were getting was coming from the cathedral. I've already forgotten the exact title, but like the root something
The
cathedral.
Hollow Root?
Hollow Root Cathedral. I'm assuming it's that big black tower in the distance, but I could be wrong about that.
Are you going
we don't have any other leads. We might as well go that way.
That's true. Or, well, I don't know how everything here works exactly. Let's see. You know what?
I don't know what.
Yeah, no. Never. Sorry, I was running through like 3 different series of thoughts at the same time. A lot even for me. What we're going to do is we're going to walk towards the one that we believe is the Hollow Cathedral, the Hollow Root Cathedral, and if we're right, it should be a pretty easy walk. That's how it always works in the Feywild, is you walk where you intend to and you get there. If you wander off and you walk somewhere you didn't intend to, you don't get there. Does that make sense?
Yes. Bonnie will
I'm guessing this place works similarly.
Bonnie will pick you up and place you on the fiendish ox mount of Miss Christine.
Oh, well, that's warm.
Yes. You're just gonna wander off if we don't do this.
Yeah. I mean, okay, Mom, but alright. Anyway, we're going that direction. So, hip, I don't know how to ride animals.
Hooray!
Actually, is that a lie?
How is
yeah,
your
that's a
animal
lie.
handling?
Bonkers has proficiency with +5, so the lowest I can roll was a 15.
Yeah, you're quite good at animals. So you're going into
so I'm
the
actually
forest,
fairly
correct?
good.
You're going into
I believe
the forest.
so. We're riding.
Yes.
Yeah, our intention is pointed at the black tower that Bonkers at least is assuming is the Hollow Root Cathedral.
You follow the faint trail beyond the landing bloom. It's not a road, it's more like a scar. A gentle hollow where vines no longer twist and fungal growth recoils. Something came this way. This world tried to forget what that was. Around you the wilds rise in impossible splendour. Towering fungal trees reach towards a sky that never shows its sun. Bark glows in pulses like heartbeat echoes. Beneath your feet the roots hum, not audibly but in feeling. The weight of thought, sorrow, warning. Everything watches. The jungle is too still. The petals don't sway in the wind. The sap drips upwards, slow and shimmering. Even time here seems caught in reflection, hesitant to flow. A vine stirs near your shoulder, but it's only reacting to your breath. Or perhaps it remembers someone else's breath who once stood where you do now. First you come across bioluminescent canopies stretching like living bridges. Faint psionic whispers drift from song pods hanging above you. The path begins to narrow along a fungal cliff. Roots here are reactive to strong emotions.
Well, you know what they say when the nature is so eerily silent that you don't hear it?
Mm-hmm. It means there's displacer beasts about.
Yeah, well, that's what they might say, but it's something it means you're getting hunted by a predator.
Yeah.
I don't know if that relates to this place, but you know, just let's keep our eyes out for
like I said,
fungal displaceable beasts.
Fungal displaceable beasts. That. Yeah, all right. I was going to say that frightens me, but not really.
Oh, it frightens you. Okay. So would you say you have a sense of dread right now? You have to be honest and not try and just wheedle your way out of it. That's how this works.
I'm trying to think of it, because he did say not really. It's more of a, that's weird. And then back to...
So confusion?
No, not even that. Weirdly
more
enough.
like curiosity, I guess.
Yeah, actually. Because Bonkers is actually fairly comfortable in this space, because it is so much like the Feywild. So even if there's predators about, he's just like, yeah, it's just what they do. That's a weird idea. So however you want to interpret that.
Curiosity.
Yeah.
I'm going with awe, because that seems the closest I have.
Okay.
A vision of a prime choir collapses, echoes across the spores ahead of you. You may cast Detect Magic or commune once with no material components. Bonnie, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling... Right, should I...
Be honest, yes.
I know I should be honest, but I don't necessarily know what I feel at the moment.
I don't feel.
You know, you know what? I am leaning into the lycanthropy a little. I am sort of
hungry,
on edge, not scared, not frightened, but if something were to pick a fight with me, I would fight it.
You're apprehensive.
irritated.
Apprehensive is a good one.
I don't have one for apprehensive. What's the closest I have?
Do you have irritated or
irritation, or not?
You feeling wrathful?
Yeah. Let's go for wrathful.
The lattice flashes red, and a localized psionic storm begins.
There's just suddenly a red storm this big above.
I need to open another handout that I wrote myself to find out how localized it is.
Oh, okay. Right. I just need
okay.
I can re-roll damage.
Yeah, can all of you make a dex save, please? It's incredibly localized.
Okay. I thought it was going to be so localized it was only on Bonnie.
No, it's not only on Bonnie.
This is an 18. And a 3.
Well, Bonger's rolled a 12, which is really
7.
low for a dex save. Then
Mr. Life fails.
Who do I have? I don't have Vin Argo. I have Jeffrey DeBall back with me.
You have
Jeffrey's a +2. Jeffrey's a +2 / roll.
It's always a +2, never the main event.
Right? Oh, ouch.
Oh, he
Jeffrey
is
rolled a
just
3.
as bad as Mr. Life.
Okay, Bonkers rolled a natural 1 for a 12, which is ridiculous. It doesn't work on saving throws, but it's up to you ultimately. It's still probably a failure either way.
Yeah.
But that's 3 natural 1s out of 5 rolls.
The DC was 15, by the way.
Okay, so Erin and Bonnie succeeds.
Anyone who does not succeed takes 21 points of lightning and 21 points of acid damage.
Okay. Bonkers will take 10 of each using evasion.
42. 9 minus 42.
This is meant to be punishing. It's reminding you about your emotions. Although you did choose a bad emotion without meaning to.
Oh, no!
You should be honest, and I appreciate the honesty.
And the others don't take anything if we succeeded.
You take half as much.
Okay, so 21. Acid. Okay, I'm resistant to acid.
Who is?
Bonnie.
Oh. That's not one that I actually really knew.
I think it's very new. I think it comes from one of my items.
While we're doing that, I'm going to call
15.
Okay, I'm going to call a 5-minute break while we're doing that.
Okay. I
So yes, you're also travelling on a fungal cliff which is thin. Your motion just happened. Yep. The terrain, as you carry on, the terrain shifts to echoing bloom fields, lowlands where flowers mimic sound. Crystalline spores coat the ground in shifting colours like a motion paint. There are signs of a passage, scraped bark symbols and torn vine sigils. As you continue, crossing through an abandoned hollow seed grove where the rot pods hang split open, long emptied. Strange black sap trails lead away from the rendezvous direction. Psionic distortion increases. Your root space feels fractured here. If you are cognizant of magic, either divine or healing, you hear strange echoes.
Can Aaron play Welcome to the Jungle as we pass through this place?
He can.
Okay. He will play Welcome to the Jungle and other jungle-themed songs.
They're not a specific emotion.
That implies that Guns N' Roses exists in this universe, and I'm not sure the implications of that.
It is a tavern version. It's a remix.
Can't be a remix without an original. It's an alternate?
It's an alternate. It is a Welcome to the Feywild.
Yes.
Bows and posies.
Bows and posies, yes.
That's how I do that.
Okay.
Roll20 has a new thing which allows you to define a party, and then you can just place party.
Oh, nice.
I don't know how it works because I've always seen the place party button. I haven't seen the define party button. So in theory, when I go on to the next map, it should just place you.
Ooh.
At last the jungle parts, not by path but by reverence. A single whisperthorn tree rises from a sunken vale, its roots twisting like braided limbs around the remains of ceremonial structures and an encampment. Beneath its shade, half shrouded by vines of protective spores, waits a camp woven of tunalothin grown latticework and some of nocturne and stone. The torch fire burns violet, the sigils glow faintly, and there, in the circle of a seated silence surrounded by a few others, sits Ambassador Ozar.
How did he come here before us?
Hey, it works!
Oh. Kind of.
Kind of.
Nice.
You missed my girlfriend.
It's July.
Define party.
I guess she's lost to the forest.
It won't define her as a party member.
Okay.
Well.
Right, I have to redo health things now.
Also, forgive me for making this comment, but this makes me immediately think of Yoda on whatever that planet was.
Dagobah.
Dagobah, there we go.
Yeah, it's very Yoda and Dagobah.
Okay, redoing health things.
The encampment is half swallowed by vine and root, yet still bears unmistakable geometry of this place. There's some obsidian slabs etched with necrotech filigree, but also mixed in with the overgrowth. The lines are crooked and breached. That's meant for healing and dark and cracked, rituals shattered. Several tents bear the marks of panicked exits, canopy tearings, singed bark and sigil tones. However, many are still here, it seems. As you look around, you see a certain number of individuals. I need to find the right ones. This is good.
I can see a couple of tokens.
Yeah, I just can't find one of them in particular. Doesn't come under players. Oh, that's where there is. Ambassador Ozar, who's had a glow up. Oh, it's really annoying. Every time I search for something, it like expands everything. You also see three other individuals, and some are in tents that you currently can't see. There we go. These must, to your sight, be Tunalothian natives.
Poison binder?
Scion binder.
Yeah, that, okay. Iron binder, okay. I guess.
Not
Guess
poison
that makes
binder.
more sense. Binds you with poison. Right.
Ambassador Ozar will approach you. You stand upon a hollow ground. His voice is soft and deliberate, though it's become regrettably unworthy of the title. This encampment was one of 3 we established during the first phase of our cooperation with the Blooming Choir, designed to serve as diplomatic sanctuary and a forward observatory. It's now a tomb of memory. 2 weeks ago, root space collapsed in the region. I don't mean structurally, I mean spiritually. The node once harmonized this biome fell into dissonance. The choir's voice became fragmented, discordant. Soon after, the fauna changed, the flora changed, the people changed. The healers of this place heard whispers, and sporemancers began to hallucinate. One of the hollow seed tore out their core and buried it beneath a dream vine, claiming it was singing incorrect failures. We have come just in time.
Okay. What do you want us to do?
See what you can garner from the locals, but beware, they are not as trusting as they once were.
I think given the circumstance, that's very understandable. Their home and whole existence is being threatened right now.
Then we need to decide what can be done about the root system and the choir going quiet. It is not a natural thing.
Absolutely.
Perhaps those around, and he will draw your attention to he will point. Hivian is a record keeper. Zinthra is. This is Hivium. Zinthra is a medic, and be careful with Commander Valen. He's not one to be trifled with, and will not trust you easily.
One does not earn that station if they're not worthy of the strength behind it. So, understood.
The 2 holy characters walk towards the healer.
How oddly appropriate.
I know, right? Aaron will sit down and just play a lovely, like, calming tune.
Okay.
Or at 25, so he plays fairly well.
Does play fairly well.
What does Joffrey and Bunkus do?
Oh, I was waiting for you guys to...
I
figured you could have your little chat before.
Okay. Why, hello there. My name is Bonnie, and this is Christine. We have come to be of any aid that we can possibly be of.
First of all, you can... What or where do you come from? How did you get here?
We are a part of the Nocturnus embassy, and I will point towards the ambassador. And we come on their terms and conditions.
I have nothing you can do or any skills. Go busy yourself with anything, I'm sure. One of the others has aides. I have patients to attend to, and she will run into this nearby tent, from which you can hear screaming.
I can help with that. Actually, can I help with that? I took away a lot of my healing. Yep. Well, Miss July can help with that. She's a paladin and she has lay on hands.
Oh, is Miss July going in?
No, she's standing outside.
As Miss July looks in, she'll see two Nocturnans trying to care for a comatose, what looks like a druid with a crystal forming inside their skull.
He's there. And she will approach very gently and non-hostile. And she will see if there's anything she can do with a dirty 20 in medicine.
This seems beyond your kin and your means. You've never seen an illness like this before, or a sickness, or a plague.
Condition.
A condition, yes, thank you, that's the one I missed. You'll see Zinthra desperately pouring a strange tincture into the mouth of one of her comrades to see if it does anything. Then walk away dejected and disappointed at the sight of naught.
I will kneel down and I will try to blind is on, frightened, paralyzed, or stunned. I will see if I will use my restoring touch. Is 5 points to try to remove paralyzed. Does that do anything?
No. Actually, it will begin to make him thrash, but still comatose.
Well,
that's why the Nocturnans will hold him down.
I will put in some amount of points to kind of calm him down.
How?
With the energy of healing.
It seems to aggravate him. Many of my people have come to this, and she will start crying, and as she cries, her tears will become glowing spores. This is our kin. Unless we can reach and fix the issues of this world, we're all doomed this way.
I will put 5 more points in and remove poison. See if that does anything.
You see no visible signs of change.
Still the same amount of trashing.
Yes.
I will put 5 points removing frightened.
You will begin to thrash more.
He is comatose.
Yes, but thrashing.
How does a coma patient thrash?
Quite frequently, actually. It's not an uncommon thing to do.
You do a demonstration.
Did you offer a demonstration?
Yes.
It feels a little inappropriate, but I can.
I'm not sure how I feel about this.
Knock yourself out in the coma and then thrash for us?
It's much like regular thrashing, but with their eyes closed and their brain shut off.
Okay. I will put...
It's true.
I will take 5 more points to remove a charmed condition. I know. Yes.
He'll begin thrashing more. At this point, one of the Nocturnals will whisper in his ear, and he will go as stiff as a board.
I don't see this being any kind of condition that is naturally occurring as far as I know.
I could have told you that without all the thrashing.
Well, it's...
We are low on supplies. We cannot risk wasting things.
Let me
They're low on
try...
supplies. 400 gallons of whiskey.
Let me try 400 gallons of whiskey. And I will cast Remove Curse.
Oh, fuck's sake. This poor man.
I guess that does nothing when you say this poor man.
The crystals will burst through his skull. Ending his life.
I'm so sorry.
It was going to happen eventually. He's gone the way of the others. And Nocturnals will begin to sort of carry him out. The only way is to burn the body. Great, you've only been on land for less than 10 minutes and you've already killed a local.
XP?
No! I'm not giving you XP for that atrocity!
Oh, I have, by all means, I have tried to help.
Yeah, and end up killing. The truth is, his body could not take that much.
Okay, his body couldn't take that much healing. Fine.
Couldn't take that much trauma.
It lessens trauma. It doesn't give trauma.
Usually.
Okay, so I'll start beating the shit out of them then.
And then start healing them. Bonkers. What are you doing?
Hearing screaming from inside the little tent, apparently. With my huge rabbit ears. No. I think after a brief just... I'm going to start, I think, with a conversation with Commander Ozar. So, Ozar, glancing around at my companions, going off to do other things, what is the real scoop down here? What can we actually do to help? Because this feels like it's above, well, maybe not everybody else, but at least above my pay grade. Like, what could we do to help? What
Nothing
would you
is
like
above
us
your
to do?
pay grade now. You remember you are now an hand of the Emperor.
Remember how much you paid.
Yeah, remember your stipend, bitch. Check your privilege.
I mean that more as above at least my capabilities, but mostly I'm just wanting a direction to be pointed.
The solution is slightly simpler. The tuning spires have some form of decay. Without them, we cannot collect this planet back to the root space and root network. Short of that, there's something in the depths of this world that is causing this rot, this corruption.
You know, that makes more sense now.
From what I can tell, at least.
I can cast Tsunami?
Yes, you can.
Salami?
Tsunami, not a tsunami.
Tsunami, okay.
Cast salami.
The
Instant
big
cured
wave
meat.
I mean, they are good at curing.
Oh.
Whoa.
Anyway,
Miss July takes the idea of cure it or kill it to a whole new level now.
I was looking at Arin's spell book.
Yeah, Aaron's spellbook is terrifying. Slightly.
Mm-hmm.
He can do some very weird shit.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. No, so, Ozar, what is this black tower we see off in the distance? We've drawn a little closer to it as we stumbled upon the view. That's where we were actually originally headed. Is that one of the tuning spires you speak of?
It is the Spire of Fear.
Spire of Fear.
Each place
And
here
I'm
is
assuming
linked to an emotion.
Okay.
It erected itself when the trouble began, I believe. So the locals have told me. I have not been here more than 2 cycles. It's very different since I last came here.
That's understandable. So, I'm thinking... Still sounds like if we head towards it, we can find out a little bit more about what's going on. Maybe find a way to fight back whatever is causing this. It sounds horrible, apparently, if that's any... That's
you just hear screaming and thrashing from a tent. It sounds terrible.
Sounds terrible, whatever's going on. So yeah, it's... I'm not going to say straightforward, but it's been helpful at least knowing a direction we can go. Something is causing a corruption here, and we need to get this planet. Does it still qualify as a planet? I know you said that, but so
it is
this
a
planet
planet,
reconnects
yes.
to the root network.
It is a planet.
Okay. I just wasn't aware of the terminology of the area. That makes sense. Well, might as well go introduce myself. And Bonkers is going to go ahead and walk over to... I think, you know what? Talking to the leader first feels like the most respectful way to approach this. So I think Bonkers is going to go ahead and walk up to Commander Valen. So, Ozar informed me that you are Commander Valen. I assume you're in charge of everyone here? My name is Bunkers, and we brought a couple of hopefully assistants here that we can, provide some use to you.
We have whatever assistance you can offer will be good, but I doubt it will be enough.
I share your doubts, but I will happily do what we can.
The first team failed with the rage and grief spikes. One killed the others in the feedback. You probably will meet the same fate. Our world is not as hospitable as it once was.
That's unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that.
You will be judged by our world. It tests everyone.
That's understandable. I think it's been testing us already just on the way here, but so far it hasn't been too bad. It's been challenging in ways. That said, the spires you mentioned, I know Ozar said that one is the fear, I believe he said, spire.
Indeed.
Where are the other ones? I don't see them behind the foliage.
They are far off in the distance. I know not where the planet shifts and moves. She is weeping. She is angry.
I definitely understand that. It's not pleasant to have your home changed, especially when you are the home. So hopefully we can bring some level of respect and life back to her. Though, like I said, we're just people.
Indeed.
So I offer no promises or no oaths to swear, but we will do our best.
Beware around the Spire of Grief. I lost half my team there. Not to enemies or blade or claw, but to each other.
Oh.
That's a good
Mind
point.
magic.
I appreciate that.
I'm sure your friend can offer you what you need. I have things to attend to.
I appreciate your time. You fulfill your position and I will fulfill mine. I can appreciate and respect your duty.
Prove yourself and our relationship may change, but for now, your intruders with naught to know and to gain.
Understandable. Just being allowed here is welcome enough. So thank you for your hospitality. Hopefully we can prove ourselves. And if not, at least know that we tried.
If not, your bodies will fertilize the land.
How very nice.
How very friendly.
Right. And I will lean down and whisper to Bonkers. I don't think it helped to heal the wounded here. I think there is something larger and more emotion driven than just regular wounds. And
Really
also don't get a giant gem stuck in your head.
That does look, that sounds bad in any context, but I get what you mean.
Yeah, it just spiked that man.
Ooh.
Cleaved his head right open.
I've run into similar things in the Feywild. We had these crystals in a couple of the caverns there. Way away from where I used to live.
Why do you have those in the caverns?
They just... I don't know, that's where they grow. Like, do I ask where your rocks are?
No.
Why do you have cows? It's just where they live.
So, I mean, we
had crystals that would do similar. They would encase you from the outside in, but not the inside out. So
our ox doesn't explode. Well, to be fair, sometimes they do. I retract that statement.
Do your oxen never kill anyone?
No, not massively, but they do explode from time to time.
That's actually kind of cool.
I mean,
but
it's kind of gory when that happens.
No, yeah, I know. That's what makes it cool, I guess. I don't know. It's weird. But anyway, I told you this place it felt very, very much like the Feywild, where things are connected to emotion and power and do not work the same way as you're used to. So I'm not surprised that you're running into things that you're not familiar with. I don't claim to be an expert on it, but nothing here at least feels... I mean, it feels kind of normal to me. If that could be any consolation. I don't know much about it, but it feels kind of normal.
How many years has it been since you were in the wild, Feywild?
Probably 10 or 11 years now. It's been a while.
So most of your life.
I'm 27. I left when I was a teenager. Or at least, best I can tell, I'm 27.
You look like you're 13.
No, I left when I was like 16, 17.
And
although time does work weird there, so I might still only be 13 here to you. I don't know. I've lived 27 years, best I can tell. I might be off.
I will narrow my eyes. Likely story.
Look, a month ago you were calling me a captain, and now you're telling me I'm a 13-year-old? So, I don't know, pick one. Anyway, we got stuff to do.
13-year-old captain. I don't make the rules.
I would not be qualified. Not that I profess to be terribly qualified, but I'm not 13. Anyway, this spire over here is apparently the spire of, I believe he said the spire of fear. So if we head that way, we're going to likely have incursions of the emotion fear, best I can tell from how he was talking.
I should have prepared. I should have prepared calm emotions.
You know, that would make sense now in hindsight.
If we wait 8 hours, I can prepare it.
We could just... I think we need to just go take our chances with it. But if things go bad, leave us there, retreat, and you take some time to prepare that. But we'll call... No, I think we gotta press on, though. I don't think we have time to Just sit down.
Okay, I'll give you this. If you get a gem in your head and start going all, and excuse me for the pun, but bonkers, I'll just put you in a banishment timeout as I walk away.
I mean, yeah, you could do that, 100%. I mean, I'd still die probably, but.
Well, as you say, I still die probably. Aaron will cast Death Ward on you. Well,
Cool.
now
I'm getting crystallized, but still alive.
Now you just be in unimaginable pain instead. How fun!
Cool. That sounds like a new experience.
It beats dying.
Anyway, does it though? That's kind of my opinion too. Is like, I'm not sure.
I mean, I can put you out of your misery if you want to.
Let's try not for any of us dying, because like, I don't want to talk about putting you guys out of your misery either, which I could probably do too. Let's not do that. Let's just figure, especially because that's the way a couple of the other teams went.
Yeah, let's not have
anyone out of misery.
Infighting for now.
Yeah, sounds good.
Infighting happens very quickly.
Right? Tivian Core. So, you must be Hivian Core, is that correct?
Indeed. As you walk over, you'll hear him talking to Ozar. He seems to be mentioning the word Verdoni a little bit, every now and then, but has no shipper. Oh, I did not realize we had guests this close.
Yeah, no worries. Okay. Don't think of us so much as guests as
I have been busy following the bloom.
What have you learned of it so far?
Very little.
What can you share?
Something has awakened it. Something terrible. The planet cries. She cries with it.
Okay.
Something dark lurks in the recesses, but I cannot record what I do not know.
That spire of fear, do you think that has anything to do with anything?
It is a symbol of the sickness, not its cause.
Okay. So it's a symptom?
Did I say symbol?
You said symbol.
I meant symptom, I'm sorry.
Well, you treat symptoms?
Unless the tuning spires are surged, we cannot fix this issue.
Oh, so let's go and research it then.
Research, not researched.
Oh, let's go research it then.
I cannot leave here.
I've
gone too long already.
I'm sorry. I meant us. Think of us as hired muscle.
They are the hands of the Emperor.
We're here to help where we can.
We do not wish for your trust, only your potential aid.
I would love some trust, but beggars can't be choosers.
Trust is earned. A cautious acceptance is enough for now.
Jeffrey, why are you just standing there?
Where's Jeffrey, actually?
Starters.
Oh, there we go. Because I was trying to find him with my mouse. Oh, right. I was marveling at the stonework. Sorry.
No time to be spacing out. We have a spire to research.
We do! A creepy death spire in the distance. That sounds lovely, doesn't it?
Does your emotion be in check?
As best they can be.
You know what? How much alcohol do you need to be emotionally dead?
How much alcohol you got on you?
No,
that was a dangerous question. I know.
Up to 600, no, 800 gallons? I think it would kill you before I'm empty.
I think, that sounds about to check out. I mean, I could use a little bit of a drink, but I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'll take a drink. Just one.
Okay, right. You're not the type of person that gets heightened emotions while you're drunk, right?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. I will give this to...
I'm checking his sheet and seeing if he feels like that kind of guy. He would tell you no, either way.
Would.
Oh no, he's a spell sword. He is like, one drink to calm his emotions do feel fine. I feel like if he had 3 or 4 drinks, he would go the other direction. But just one, he'll be fine.
I'll be handing out a herald to anyone who wishes it.
We will take a herald, look at it, and go, huh. Yep, they're just as creepy this time.
Which herald are you giving them this time?
Oh, do I have to roll a D-nut?
A D-nut?
I forgot.
D-nut!
There are...
18.
18, so let's roll a D18, I guess.
Ooh.
You get number 5, which is the weed man in the bottle on the numeracy of heralds and not the extended one.
Okay. That's
the one I'm handing out.
He's really weird. How
you just have
I
to...
like the frog one.
Yeah, well...
The frog one I actually kind of like.
I don't choose which one I get. Just... And I will just flick off the heads and start drinking.
That sounds so much worse. Just flick off its head and start drinking.
Giggity. Well, bottoms up, I guess. And he'll take just a little swig of it. Well, here's to nothing.
Well, cheers, and I will clank him. And anyone else who chooses to take one. Does Bonkers choose to take one?
Bonkers is not. He's not in a drinking mood right now. And weirdly enough, you've seen he rarely is.
Yeah, so it's...
He's not entirely opposed, but not caught.
So it's me and Jeffrey then. Yeah,
maybe Mr.
July and Aaron is not taking one either. Ozark is welcome to have one if he wants to.
No, Ozark's okay. He will hold off.
And I have been strictly told to not give it to the locals, so I'm not sharing with them.
You learnt. Don't give alcohol to the locals. They don't if you don't know what alcohol is.
Yeah. I will, because it's still alcohol, and it will still kind of redden and clean wounds. I will leave, because I have... I made 5 Tuesdays taken, so I will leave 3 heralds sitting here.
Okay.
As a wound cleaning.
No, it's just like a temptation. You're not physically giving the locals alcohol, but you're leaving it there within reach. This is a blameless crime.
I am not responsible for what I do. I will tell them this is for cleaning wounds if they don't have anything for that at the moment.
Okay. On that, I'm going to end the session unless anyone wishes to add anything.
That's fine.